So the TV series A Gentleman in Moscow coincides with the Russian Revolution that occurred in 1917. The Russian Revolution abolished the monarchy and got rid of like the ruling class and established a communist form of government, a left-wing government. Now Count Alexander Rostov happens to be part of the ruling class, so therefore he's affected by the Russian Revolution, and he's therefore like sent to live in his hotel, and his all his property and his items that belong to him no longer belong to him, and he's ordered not to leave the hotel. So he is affected directly by the events of the Russian Revolution, and this show is meant to show how the Russian Revolution impacted rich people like him. Okay, so to me, Alexander Rostov gives a masterclass on how to stay positive during a negative situation, as he is obviously forced to stay in the hotel. He's not allowed to leave, and he stayed there for almost over 30 years. And this will probably drive like any normal person insane, but he managed to stay like positive and keep going, and he actually built this life in the hotel, um, Metropole Hotel, which I believe contributed to his sanity. As you can see in the pictures below, he forms relationships with all these characters, and he becomes like a father. He actually ends up becoming an adoptive father. So as you see in the picture to the right, the girl with the ginger hair, she grows up and has a kid who she then gives over to Alexander to look after, while she goes to look for her husband who was taken by the KGB, I believe, in Siberia. Um, so Alexander obviously has the burden of raising a child in this hotel, which I believe kept him occupied mentally. He also forms a relationship with the person to the left in the picture, who is actually was a famous actor, um, who was a famous actor in the USSR at the time. So basically, this plot follows Alexander sees how his life changes in the hotel, what he gets up to, how he basically stays sane um, during this time period, obviously when he's locked up in the hotel, not locked up, but prevented from leaving. There's obviously more to the plot. On a side note, I wouldn't recommend this show to you if you're not interested in like dramas, if you're not interested in like shows that don't have much like physical violence in terms of physical like action, like like Jet Li or shooting scenes. This is more for people who are interested in like I'll say like more drama shows or that have a historical element to them. So this TV series basically follows the trials and tribulations this Alexander Rostov faces whilst he's being isolated or ordered to stay at the hotel. Him becoming a father, his relationship with the other co-workers. Um, he's also works for a member of the KGB, who's the bald guy in the suit in the picture you can see. He's because obviously this hotel is an important hotel. Sometimes important guests come there, so they ask Alexander Rostov to do some spying for the intelligence services in Russia. At first, you probably won't like the bald guy, the intelligence operative, but over time you start to see their relationship between Alexander Rostov and the intelligence guy form and get stronger and a lot better. Um, and you start to like him more. You start to see him more as a human and less as a cold-hearted human being. Because at the beginning he wanted to really kill Alexander. Overall, what would I think of this TV series? I really enjoyed it. It really shows the impact the Russian Revolution had not only on the elites but just regular people who became disillusioned with the Russian Revolution, like Lena did, or the black guy. I can't remember his name. Um, Also, speaking on race, let's be. I see the comments in videos saying I didn't know there were so many black people in Russia. I guess you know if you're willing to look past such a thing and it doesn't bother you, I guess it doesn't. But yeah, I'll just leave that point right there. But overall, yeah, this TV series was good. I actually read the book before I watched the show, so that's what actually made me want to watch the show. But I would recommend it. It does give you an insight into how like the Russian in an indirect way, it gives you an insight to how Russian like politics was working during the Cold War, so during the days of the USSR onwards. Yeah. All right. So thanks for watching. If you have a different opinion to me, to than different opinion to me on what you thought about the gentleman in Moscow, please let me know. If you like the video, give it a like. If you disliked it, don't worry about it. And thanks for watching.